Hi y'all, in this video I'm going to show you guys how to make this awesome bag out of feed bags. This is for chicken feed. I know many of you buy goat feed or cow feed or horse feed. Actually, and even if you don't do that and you just buy like your dog or cat food in bulk from Target or Costco, where you can get the really big bags, or even at Costco, the bags of, see, what do they do big ones in? Oh, rice, flour, any of those bags will work too. And seriously, you don't need to buy any extra stuff or materials. All you need is thread and then the bags that you buy. And then you can make these awesome reusable bags that are awesome to go to Target and feed your shopping addiction. Okay, let's get stitching. Okay, so the first part about putting these bags together is you have to get your feed bag. This is the one we use all the time. Love this one for the chickens. It's the corn-free, soy-free. Just makes the eggs even more nutrient. Anyways, we're not here to talk about eggs. So what I do is I wipe down the outside first just with a microfiber cloth to get it pretty clean. Now remember, these bags are for like Costco runs and going to the grocery store, Target, you know, stuff like that. So like, it's not like it's got to be super clean. And you know what? Worst case scenario, it's a little bit of dust from chicken feed. We're all going to be just fine. So what we want to do is keep it folded how it comes from the place, right? And we're going to cut off this bottom part to get it straight. So I have typically in the past cut it with sewing scissors, but today I want to get a little spicy and try using my rotary cutter. I don't know if it's going to cut through well, but let's find out together. So what you want to do is make a straight line to work with on the bottom. So that way we can fold it and sew it into a gusset so it actually could stand up on its own. So, sounds like it worked. It just didn't go all the way through. Okay, we could fix that. Dude, that was awesome. That worked a lot better than I thought it was going to. Okay, then what we're gonna wanna do now, you can see the top is from theirs, right? It's got the two open, and it doesn't need to be as long as it originally comes. I think the sweet spot is between like 18 and 20 inches tall. So let's see what we're at right now. We are at, let's see, there's 17, 18. But then that cuts off my chicken, right? Let's see. What if we keep the chicken and actually cut off? Let's do that. Let's have fun with it and actually cut it evenly, keeping the chicken on there for like added bonus funness to this bag. So let's go ahead and cut, let's see, let's do 2 inches above that chicken head. Yeah, let's do 2 above the chicken head. And let's go ahead and cut that. I tried going slower this time to see if we could cut all the way through. Dang, it's like, no. Okay. Is it finally this one spot? Work with me, cutter. There we go. We're actually going to cut the bottom again. Oh, look, it's zooming in on the egg. Yeah, because you know why? we'll use this stuff to make the let's go past, let's see, 18, 19, 20. Let's go 2 inches past the chicken feet that we have here. And then that way we can have the entire chicken in our bag. So we've got the chicken feet. We're gonna cut it 2 inches below that. We almost made it in one round again. Okay, so we're able to do the entire chicken, which is really cool. I wanted to fit it all in there. And then what we're gonna do is this leftover piece, this is what we're gonna make our straps from. So don't throw that away, we're gonna need that. But the first thing we're gonna work on is actually the bottom. And what we're gonna do is we're going to turn this bag inside out and then fold it back, and I'll show you. So let's turn it inside out. Okay, so now I have it turned inside out. The reason I did not turn it inside out on the camera is because the crumble noise of this is insane. Okay, so it's inside out, it's wiped down. I mean, it's still a little dusty, but I mean, it's chicken feet dust, okay? We're all gonna be just fine. So keep it flat. And what you're gonna do is draw a line. Sorry, hold on, let me get a marker. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna sew or mark it a 1/2 inch in from our cut line, and then we're gonna sew down that line. And we're just gonna do a straight stitch. And then what we're gonna do is sew down that line, and then 1/4 of an inch from this line we're going to sew again, because what we're going to do is we're going to reinforce it. So we're going to be doing 2 stitches, one here, one here. So we got a 1/2 inch stitch, a 1/4 inch stitch to reinforce the bottom, because this is the bottom of our bag. Then after we do that, I'm going to show you guys the trick to getting that gusset on the bottom so it'll be nice and flat. So next step is going to be sewing down that bottom seam line, and then we'll meet back here to work on the gussets. Okay, now another great tip for sewing these feed bags together is you want to use a needle, a heavy duty needle, like a needle that's made for jeans, for instance, for sewing denim. That's going to be your best bet to hopefully not break a needle. So make sure if you just have your normal standard size needle on, to go ahead and replace that with a denim or jean type heavy duty needle, so you don't go breaking your needle during this sewing expedition of turning a feed bag into an awesome everyday reusable bag, which, let's be honest, we all need more of, because I ain't spending 5 cents per bag or 10 cents per bag, right? I mean, come on. Depending on the store, some places are charging 10 cents a bag now. Crazy. I mean, I get where they're coming from, but no thanks. I'm already buying feed, so I'll show you all what's up. Okay, let me go ahead and sew down this, and then I'll meet you back at the board to work on our gussets. Okay, so we have our 2 seams, right? 1, 2. So this one's a 1/2 inch in, this one's a 1/4 inch in, so we're pretty well enforced for our Costco runs. So what you're going to do is put your hand inside, right? This is the crinkle part. And get it so that way you're looking at your bag like this, right? So you're going to put it into a triangle. See? Ah, the triangle. And what you're going to do is, if you look closely, you're going to see the existing fold lines in your feed bag. See? See? Yes, I know you see that. So you're going to sew a seam from this fold line to this fold line. Okay? So that's what we're going to mark on our ruler. I'm just really trying not to crinkle for you guys, but I can't help it when we're trying to make a free bag, okay? Bear with me. So I'm gonna get my ruler. I mean, honestly though, I really don't want to make it too crinkly, so I'm gonna stop. But I'm gonna get my ruler, I'm gonna mark it from that fold line to the fold line. And then I'm gonna sew down that seam. And then I'm also gonna do the same thing on the other side, and then we'll meet back here, hopefully without crinkling too loudly for you all. Okay, so here's what we did. We marked from the fold line to the fold line, and then we went ahead. My watch is telling me you can still do it. No, I can't. And then I sewed down that line. Now we're going to go ahead and cut off about 1/2 inch from that line that we cut down or sewed down, in order to be able to flip it right side out and make our gussets. So honestly, making a gusset is a lot, or on these bags, it's a lot easier than it looks. And it makes your bag look so professional and able to stand on its own. Okay, so here's your little pieces that you cut off. Now you have this. So now when we flip it right side out, it's going to be able to stand on its own. Now, we're not ready to do that yet because we still need to do the top of the bag and sew in our handles. So what we're going to work on now are the handles. Now, gosh, let's go ahead and first cut. Now, this is the part where you're going to need your scissors, because if we use the rotary, we're going to cut off too much. So what you're going to do is cut down your seam so you have one long piece. And yes, that's chicken feed, because I do not like this part of the bag. Voila. Okay, so, oh, by the way, comment below if you all want to save 5 to 10 cents every time you go shopping, right? Because you're going to have these. Now, if you don't have feed bags because you don't have chickens or horses or goats or whatever, perfectly fine. You know why? Because if you have a dog or a cat and you guys buy your pet food in bulk, yeah, you can use those bags too. So you're not at a loss. Pretty much everyone can make these because you got some kind of bag, right? Okay, so now that we've got that opened up, we have one super long piece. I'm thinking let's go ahead and make our handles each 27 inches long in order to give us enough length to be able to handle, wow, there was no pun intended for that. But in order to slop it over our shoulder or hold it in our hands, whatever we want. So let's go ahead and make it 27 inches long, and then I like it an inch wide But, okay, you know what? I can't find my ruler. Give me a minute. Let me go find it. Found it. Okay, so we're gonna do 27 inches by 3 inches because we're gonna need to fold it. So we're gonna cut 2 pieces that are each 27 by 3. And then once we do that, then we're gonna fold it and sew it. I'll show you that once we get there. Okay, so I've cut them 27 inches in length, and now I'm just measuring out the 3 inches and cutting those strips. You know what I'm noticing? I need to do a good job wiping this bag down because my hands are really dusty. And then Cashew's gonna come walk by right now and he's gonna get all dusty. Oh gosh, okay. I'm gonna have to clean up my sewing surface after this project. But it's just bead, we'll be fine. Okay, so now that we have our 27-inch strips, what we're gonna do is fold it over an inch and then fold it over the other inch, right? So it looks nice and professional. And then what you're gonna do is sew down one side of the strap and then the other side to make it look really nice, plus it reinforces it so it's really strong. Don't worry about sewing in the ends because these are going to be sewed into the top of our bag. So we're only prepping the handles by sewing down each long side of both of the handles. So once we do that, then we're going to fold over the top seam allowance of the bag and then inserting these and then sewing around the top, reinforcing that twice, and then our bag is complete. It's crazy. You can get this done in less than an hour. It's nuts. Also, before I start sewing, another thing I want to note is these feed bags are really nice when you're folding it because it actually stays there with just the pressure of your hands. It's really nice. It's not like using normal fabric where you have to like use an iron and press it. Obviously don't do that with this because it would be a hot mess, literally. But it's super nice because you can just literally fold it with the pressure of your hands. Okay, one done. I'm gonna go ahead and sew this and then do my other one, and then I will show you guys how to do the top of the bag and then attaching these. Okay, so now we have our handles made. Check these out. They are so cool. Like seriously, we are making these bags with no additional materials needed other than thread, right? And I'm sure everyone has like a ton of thread. It doesn't even have to match, right? Like who cares? We're making free bags. Okay, so now that we've got these done, now we are ready to work on the top part of our bag and then attach those. So right now it's still inside out. Cashew likes the smell of it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to fold it down an inch and then another inch, right? Just like we did with the handles. And then we're gonna use our pins, not pins, but clips, to fold it down, right? So let's go ahead and work on that all the way around the bag. The reason why I'm not gonna do it is because it's very crunchy on the camera. So let me go ahead and work on that and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so we have everything folded over twice. Now, what we're gonna do is, we need to measure where we're going to sew in our handles. So to do that, we leave that there. And we're going to mark in 7 inches. Well, I think we want to do 7. Let's see. Where's my thing at? Okay, let's see, how does this, oh, I got my soda water, cashews, okay, so yeah, so you're gonna do 7 inches from your center line on the side. Okay, then 7-inch mark it. Okay, there we go. And that's where you're gonna put it. And what you're gonna want to do is apparently drop it. Okay, clip it on, and that's where you're gonna sew it. When you come through the first round, sew close to the edge, because the second round, we're actually gonna flip our handle up and then sew close to the top edge. So the bottom edge is the first row, and then the top edge is the second time we come around. Then after we do that, we're gonna actually sew in an X to really enforce our handles. So you're gonna do this for both handles on both sides, right? For the front and the back. So find your center of the side seam again, mark 7, so that way you have the exact same, excuse me, I had to pick that up, exact same amount on both sides. Okay, cashew, you're really annoying right now, as usual. Oh my goodness. Okay, he almost just knocked everything over yet again. 7, okay? And then get your handle, and when you pin it to the other side, make sure that you are looking to see if your handle is twisted at all. If it's twisted, untwist it before you sew it. So you push it up, pin it there. So that's one side of our bag done with the handle. Now we're gonna do the other side, and then after we pin the other side, then we're gonna sew or stitch all the way down on the lower edge first. Then once that's done, we're gonna flip up and then sew on the top part all the way around. Then I will meet you back here and show you how to sew in an X to enforce it. Then we're gonna flip it right side out, and we got a bag. Bob's your uncle. Okay, I'll meet you back here. Okay, so now that we've sewn, here comes the crunchy bag. Now that we've sewn down the first one and then the second one, which attached, or when we folded over our handle. So now we just want to basically sew straight down this way, then diagonally back this way, and this way, right? So you're just making an X on all of the points where your handles connect to the bag. So you're gonna do a total of 4 X's. And then your bag is complete, and that's it. Like I said, it's like an hour or less to make this. They're freaking awesome. So let me quickly do this real fast, and then I will show you the finished product. And I can't wait for you guys to let me know if you guys make them too. And like I said, make them out of dog food bags, cat food bags. I mean, anything really big. Any of those, like if you go to Costco and you buy the big bags of flour or rice, even those bags, it's really fun, really easy, and you're gonna love making them. Okay, meet you back here. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed making this bag with me. Like I said before, these take like an hour or less. They're super fun and easy to make. You can make a whole bunch of them, and on your next Costco run, be the talk of the town, because everyone's gonna be like, oh my gosh, where'd you get those? And you're gonna be like, I made them for free. So please shoot me a comment down below. Let me know that you made them, or that you're gonna make them, or what bag you used to make them, because that's always fun to see what different ideas everyone comes up with. I can also send you guys a free PDF that kind of lists the steps of how to make this. So if you would like me to send that to you, feel free to email me at everythingstitching@gmail.com, and I can go ahead and send you that PDF for free, no cost to you, to help with this whole no cost bag making situation that we have going on. Okay, well, I hope you guys had a blast making this with me. I know I did. I mean, my daughter was able to do her soccer practice in the amount of time that I put this together, so that's pretty cool. Please stay tuned, please like, please subscribe, because I have so many more cool videos to make. Oh, also, if you have any ideas of things you want me to crochet or sew, or you want to learn how to do but aren't sure how to do it, leave me a comment below and I will go ahead and do it for you and show you guys how to do it. All right, until next time, see you later, guys.